Welcome back to the Spinning Planet Webshop tutorials. In this tutorial, we're going to look at locations, discounts, and vouchers. So the first thing I want to show you is locations because it's quite important. The thing about locations is it's relative to shipping. So as an example, if I charge $7 to ship the product to the South Island and I only charge $4 to ship the same product to the North Island, then I need to differentiate who I'm going to identify as South Island and North Island. So I either have to create all the cities and locations or at least all of the regions so we can separate it out. Another example is if I'm selling to Australia, I may not care about all the regions over there, but I do need to set it up as a location so the SP Webshop knows that it shouldn't charge GST to that location because it's not in New Zealand. So I'll show you what I did here. I set up a location called New Zealand, and instead of putting all the cities in, I just put in all of New Zealand's regions because pretty much your shipping always works out to be like that. It tends to be to a region, not so much to a city. Now you could actually put in cities, but I'm not worrying about it at the moment. Like the example might be that if you're in Auckland City, then you might create a shipping option that they can pick up because they're in Auckland City. So that's when you would add cities in there, because if the person said they were from Auckland, anywhere in Auckland, you don't want that shipping option to apply to them. But in this case, I'm just saying any of these regions, we're going to create this location. So I'll give you the North and South Island example again. If somebody signs up and they say they're from Southland, then I can create a shipping rule that says if the person says they're from Southland or any other of these places, Otago, or any other region in the South Island, then they will be charged $7, whereas anybody in the other regions is going to be charged $4. Right, so that's how locations work. Let's have a look at discounts. There's two main ways that discounts are used. You can either just do a discount on a product or even a whole category of products, like you might have a month-long sale on laptops. So what I'll do is I'll show you how you do that. It's normally, though, with sale items, you'd actually do it on the product itself. But if you did want to get rid of a whole range of products, let's say you've got 10 different types of Lenovo laptops and you want to get rid of them all, so you put a 10% discount on them, this is how you do it without having to go into each one. You go, right, the product category is Lenovo. That's actually just the product, but you would actually probably have a whole category of Lenovo called Lenovo laptops. Everybody's allowed the discount. The minimum quantity is 1, and the discount is 10%. And it starts on today, which is the 12th of November, and it ends, if you don't put ends and it runs indefinitely, it ends on the 30th, and we make it active. So here it is here. And then you could send out a promotion and say, hey, look, until the end of this month, 10% off all Lenovo laptops. Now, you might want to create wholesale accounts. So what you need to do is create a wholesale group that you can assign customers to. So I'll show you the groups that are in here at the moment. Guests, now that's just people who go to the shop. They don't actually want to become a member. They just want to buy something. They probably only do it once, so they just go through and pay for it. No one inactive means that no one is going to see it. Members, so once somebody signs up to the shop, they become a member of the website, and you don't need to worry about contact. That's just relative to the Contact Us module inside the system. But what we need to create in here is a wholesaler group. So we go to users. I'll just pass that phone over to Josh. We go over to users. Oh, excuse my cough. And there we go there. And then we go user classes. So in E107, they're called user classes. In our shop, we call them groups because it's a bit easier to understand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a group called Wholesale. This is for our wholesale clients. Oops. And who can administrate it? The admin can. Oh, put an E in there too. And we go create new class. Now, if we go back to our shop, and then we go discounts. So we're going to say, for all products, the customer group wholesale, minimum quantity of one product, will get a discount of 25%. And it starts on today and never ends, and it's active. So now, any customer in your shop, you can assign a class to them, and I'll just show you where that is. If I go to users, well, there's actually only two in here. It's Spinning Planet and Micro Pro, but we can go over here and we can go edit. Oops. Oh, as I said, we're working on the website. Anyway, that will be there, but you can actually go set class, and you'd set that person to be in the wholesale group. Let's go back to the shop. So that's how discounts work. Now I'm going to show you vouchers. Vouchers are really powerful. So I'm going to create a voucher called 10% discount, and the code is going to be give me 10. So you might send out an e-newsletter, or you might even send out a printed newsletter and say, hey, look, until the end of the month, if you use this code, give me 10, we're going to give you 10% discount on everything. And we'll make the end date the end of the month, and the discount is 10. And we're actually going to leave that blank because it's going to be indefinite, the amount of times it gets used, and then we go create voucher. And as you can see, there it is there. And whenever anybody uses that code, give me 10, they're going to get 10% discount. Don't forget you put it in there though. And its end date is the 30th of the 11th, 2015. So that's how you use locations, discounts, and vouchers. In our last tutorial, I'm just going to go over what payment gateways are, currencies, and we'll also have a look at import-export and the settings of the whole shop system itself.